so. So I am Gorakh Gupta. I am one of the technical lead at cppsecret.com. I am a third year BTech student from Galgotias University. So we all welcome you as a intern in CPP Secret. Hope you will learn so much. So now Isika will proceed further.
Okay, thank you, Gaurav. Hi, everyone. My name is Ishika Shah, and I'm a fourth year student, BTech student, and I'm currently studying in Nirma University. I'm one of the technical leads over here. So let's get started on our presentation. So first of all, what is CPP Secrets? It is a swiftly emerging website meant for C++ and Python developers, created in the year 2016. It aims to provide everyone a platform to interact with people from various technical backgrounds. It is not just for beginners to learn, but also for developers to spread their knowledge and ideas, all for free. CPP Secrets has a wide range of facilities it can provide to their clients, like software development to help in bug fixing, which allows the development and maintenance of an application, product development to have a regular collaboration between the developers, designers, testers, and customers to build a great product, and user experience development and R&D to develop the most secured applications. We also expertise in IT solutions like cloud services, portal and e-commerce solution, mobile technology and native apps, content management solutions, and Q&A and testing services. Now let's look at about the founder. The founder is Pankaj Chaudhary. He founded the company in 2016 with the aim to provide a platform for the world's best C++ and Python engineers. He comes from a middle-class family in a small village, Dularpur of Darbhanga, Bihar, after having faced a lot of struggles. As simple as it may sound, Pankaj Chaudhary has had it hard to get where he is today. He built CPP Secrets Technologies Private Limited in the year 2016 and registered the company in the name of his mother and his wife. Since the company's creation on December 6, CPP Secrets has rapidly grown to be one of the largest platforms for Python and C++ developers. His aim has always been to make this company the world's most famous and one of the best platforms. I'm sorry, is anyone saying anything? Okay. So from the outset, he has always been ambitious and thought big. He has worked for various firms like Harman International, Global Logic, Gemalto, and Cisco. So let's look at the benefits of interning at CPP Secrets. By interning at CPP Secrets, you not only interact with interns from all over the world and increase your networking skills. Kindly mute everyone. Yeah. By interning at CPP Secrets, you not only interact with interns from all over the world and increase your networking skills, you also get to work on real-time projects, which aim at improving your experience and teach you skills like documentation, flow of project, teamwork, etc. If you're at an offline location, there's a fair chance you interact with others because they are right in front of you. But with an online internship, you learn how to interact with someone you have never met before. You also get the flexible timing as a boon. Do your job at 2 in the night or 2 in the afternoon, no worries at all. While learning from Stack Overflow is the perfect way for developers, sometimes human interaction is must to solve some never encountered before problems. For projects, we also give you the creative freedom to make a project the way you will as long as it satisfies the main objective. Writing articles might seem not so useful right now, but when you have a place to showcase your knowledge, it all seems better. You can even display your public profile link from CPP Secrets in your resume to lift it up. You can look at some of the reviews over here. These are also available on the site. You can visit this site to look at more reviews. So let me tell you about my own experience. I didn't start working at CPP Secrets directly as a technical lead. I too was an intern here just a few months ago. I interned from May 2021 to July 2021. I was a stipend-based intern, but initially I couldn't pinpoint if the internship was worth it. But as I started to work, I realized my mentor, Pankaj sir, had a lot of knowledge to impart. I wrote 50 plus articles because I started enjoying to write them. I learned some new libraries and topics I had never thought of before. I, along with Gorak, even made a completely automated certificate generator, which would also mail the certificates. It is currently in use, and your certificates will be delivered with the same application. We even got a chance to work on automating article posting on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, as well as Reddit. I learned how to face difficult situations and ask for help when needed. I currently am a technical lead, as I stated before. Let's learn about the certificate of completion, stipend, and LOR. So, firstly, there is no difference in the mentoring and the projects we provide between paid and unpaid interns. The only difference is the number of articles to write to satisfy the criteria. So, for an intern to receive a certificate, she must have written 25 plus articles with 100 plus views each. Both numbers are inclusive. For a stipend, an intern must write 50 plus articles with 100 plus views each. And finally, for a LOR, it is required for an intern to satisfy at least the certificate completion criteria, as well as work on at least 2 projects, both of which must be satisfactory. Overall, to avoid any confusion, let me state, to be eligible for a LOR, an intern must complete 25 plus articles with 100 plus views each and must have done satisfactory work on at least 2 projects. So there are some rules of writing the articles, and we would be sharing this link to the libraries that shortly. You have to write your name in the assignee name column, and you can write multiple articles on each library, and you can explore all possible functionalities for each library or a module or a topic that you choose. After you finish exploring a particular library, you can start working on a different one. Each article should follow the naming convention mentioned below. For Python interns, it would be Python library name function name being explored. For the same way, for C++ interns, it would be C++ or CPP library name function name being explored. And if you have any other description, you can include that too. So the code in each article must be indented and styled. You can use the code styler available at CPP Secrets itself. Each article must contain a brief description along with necessary code and the code explanation. We are strictly against plagiarism, so please make sure that you do not follow the practice. All these details will be sent to you again via WhatsApp. If you wish to write on a different library that is not listed in the sheet, you can do so if the article library doesn't have enough resources on CPP Secrets. If you take up a new library, you must write the library name down in the sheet shared in the same format as for other libraries. So these are some of the projects performed by the previous interns. You can have a look at it. We offer projects in the following domains: machine learning, data science, web development, application development, and any other domain that you can say that you would like to do a project in. These are some of the domains of internship that we have: Linux, Git, Django, SQL, Python, C++, marketing, etc. We'll be sharing a Google form that has to be filled. So you have to first write your full name, your email ID, as mentioned over here, your college name, your LinkedIn profile, the starting date of your internship, your CPP Secrets UID. Now here, please make sure that you mention only the UID and not the profile link. I've already passed the instructions in the form, which I'll be sharing soon. You have to choose your domain of internship. You have to provide a formal photo. Do you want the welcome poster or not is a question. Basically, a welcome poster is something that would be posted on LinkedIn with your photo. You can check some other posters out on our LinkedIn page. So that is all. Is anyone having any doubts? Please ask.
Okay, thank you, Isika, for explaining this. So now I will demonstrate the site. So please have a look, like how you are going to write the articles and how you can use different tools from CPP Secret. Yeah, is my screen visible?
Yes, Gorak.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so you have to go to cppsecret.com. So if you are going to write the article here, you first have to sign in with your account. Currently I am signed in. Wait, I'm logging out so I can show you how you can sign in. Here you have to enter your email and here you have to enter your password. After captcha verification, you can click on login. So when you click login, this is the interface you will be shown, and here you can edit your profile. Like you can add your profile photo, upload your image, and if you want to make any changes in the some field, you can make here. You can use your GitHub profile, you can add your LinkedIn username. So after adding all these things, you have to click on update, and after this you can, if you want to add article, so here the add article tag is here, you have to click on it, and in article heading you have to more, like if you are going to write the article in Python, so first you have to make the title name is Python, and after I am going to write the article on the NumPy library, and in NumPy library I am going to write article on reshape function. So my article title will be Python and then NumPy, then reshape. So this is the format you are going to use in writing your articles title, and this will be followed because this is our standard format. And after this you have to select your article category, like you are writing in C++ or Python. So I am here writing Python. And if you are going to demonstrate the working of the article, like in the article, if you have demonstrated any project like things, then you can add your YouTube video link. And when adding the YouTube video link, you have to send your video, and we will upload that video on CPP Secret YouTube channel, and after that we will give the YouTube video link to add in your article. And after that you can add whole article here, and here you can see that different functions are given, like you can make the article bold or italic or underline. So you do not have to copy paste, like means you do not have to write article somewhere else, you can directly write here. And if you are writing the article, and if it take approx 15 to 20 minute or 30 minute, then the page, when you click on submit the article, then the page automatically refreshes, but your article will not be vanished, your article will be the same. Just you have to rewrite your title name. So earlier this was a bug in this, so we have fixed it. Now your article will not be vanished. And here if you are while writing the article, if you are adding some codes to your article, then you have to use this code formatter tool. Here if you paste any code, then it will highlight some, like in VS Code we see that the VS Code automatically highlight some different function with different colors. So
So
it will be done. Yes.
Just take one example of any of those sample code and just show how the code highlighted is working.
Okay, I'm showing it. We will see any Python article, like random function, like let's see
So,
this. Yeah, Your code will be like this after adding using. So this is your code initially. You have to copy it and paste it on our website as a plain text. And after you click the highlight option, see it has make like import word in different color, like it is in VS Code. So directly you have to copy and then you have to paste in the article
Guys,
section.
this is really important to understand. So the code readability must be code must be readable, so that this is a platform for professional, so that professional developer can quickly understand the code from the color coding. So color coding is basically it's a representation for where you it is a string, either it could be a function, it could be the like a variable, keyword. So from the color, people can understand easily, right? So instead of plain text. So this is really important. Whatever code you are pasting on the editor, it should be the color. It must be the color code.
Yeah, and if you want to add a YouTube video link, then you do not have to download any other software for screen recording. We also have that. You just have to go. I will send the website link. Like you have to go. You have to go to this website, and here you can record your screen online. You have to select screen recorder with if you want to audio or no audio. So you have to first share the screen, and you have to click the start recording, and now it is recording. And after you have explained the concept, or after you have finished, then you have to click stop recording, then it automatically download the video. You do
So
not have to do
this
many
software
things.
developed at CP Secrets only.
Yeah, this is developed in CPP Secret only. And so these are some tools, and you will get to know some more tools later, because we cannot explain every tools here currently. And in article writing, so yes, you have to follow the article title convention. Like you have to first use Python, or if you are writing in C++, then you have to use C++. And then after that you have to use like which library you are going to write. If I am writing NumPy, then I will write in NumPy. And after that you have to add the which of the function you are going to explain in that article. So please clearly understand that how you are going to write the title, because after once you have submitted the article, your title could not be edited, but your whole article can be edited, but the title cannot be edited. So before submitting it, make sure that your title is correct. And we are strictly following the naming convention, like as I have explained this. Like first you have to write Python, then you have to write library name, and then you have to write the function name. And in article category, you have to choose C++ or Python, in which you are writing. Please
Guys, please mute.
please mute yourself. Who is here? So, and after writing, you have to add the screenshot of the output also. Like if this is the code, then you have to run in your local, like like which ID you are using, and then you have to add the screenshot of the code. Guys, please mute yourself. Please mute yourself, whoever is. And after writing the code, you have to add your screenshot, and this is also compulsory, because we will be reviewing every article. And if we see that the output is not attached, then we will inform the author. So like that your article will be validated. And after writing every article, you have to send your article in the group so that it can be verified. And after writing everything, here you have to submit the article. So yes, this is the article which I have submitted. And from here you can visit our different article section, and this is the authors tab. Here you can see all of the authors at CPP Secret. Wait. And we are classifying the authors based on their number of views. Like we have 4 category. First is platinum author, whose article is very good. Like you can see any one article, and you can see that views on each article is high. Like total views is 74,000, and the quality of article you can check here. Like if the quality is good, then the view is also very good. So yes, see here, it is the implementation. Like he has used the code formatter like this. So these are the things you can explore more at CPP Secret. We will send the website, and for getting the views on the article, you can send your article in the WhatsApp group like we have created, and you can send your article in your college WhatsApp group, or we have different Facebook group also, in which you do not require to any admin approval for posting in that group. And we have you can post on Twitter also, you can post on LinkedIn also. So these are some social media platforms which will help you to get your views, because for certification we need minimum 100 views on each article. So thank you guys, thank you for, and if you have any question you can ask.
Excuse me, this is Akash. Can you hear me?
Yeah, hello Akash.
Yes, sir. Okay, so the main role of an intern at CPP Secrets is to write article. Is that correct,
Yes,
sir?
yes.
Yes, sir. Is there any internship role for a technical position? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am audible. Yes, sir. So is there an internship role for any developmental role? Except for writing articles, is there a opportunity like that at C++ Secrets?
Yes. Okay, Iska, please explain.
Yeah. So basically, if you want to do projects, you can work on them too. But for a certification, there's this basic criteria. You can work
Okay.
on projects apart from that, and after finishing your internship, if your outcome was satisfactory, then Sir will surely give you some next ideas.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so is there a way to continue doing the internship without writing articles and only doing the projects that you mentioned, ma'am? Is that a possibility?
I think Pankaj Sir will answer that.
Hello.
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Yeah. So your name, please.
I'm Akash, sir.
Hey, Akash. Actually, first, it is mandatory for everyone to write the article. Okay. And
Yes, sir.
article is basically a criteria to get the certificate and stipend. Okay. So everyone, either you are working on the development tool, then also you have to write the articles, because this is our main business. Okay.
Okay.
So we are generating revenue from our website. So this is required, right? So every company, right? So it is doing the business. They are earning the revenue, then they are giving their money to the employee. This is the simple business. So
Yes, sir.
article writing is compulsory for everyone. Based on your article, based on the quality of article what you are delivering us, so we are selecting some of you for real time projects. So we are developing like a, as Gorak say, right? So we have developed a lot of tools at CP Secrets in-house lab, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
these all are tools. These are the tools which are present on the website, but there are some of tools which we are developing the CP Secrets only. Okay, there are a lot of tools and analytics tool we are developing, and apart from this, there are few things which we are going to contribute to python.pypi.org. So there are if you go to that website, the official website of Python, So when you are installing something like a PIP install or any of the library, then it is downloading that library from that place, right? So there also we are planning to from this batch we are going to pick some of you, and we are going to develop. We are actually going to choose some a special type of requirement or library that we are going to contribute over there. So you may be part of that team also. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for answering my question, sir.
Thank you very much, Akash.
So anyone, please, if you have any question, you can ask here.
Yes, sir.
One question I have seen in the someone written in the comment, right? The criteria of so you joined here as an intern and you are expecting certificate from us. So if you are thinking this, then this is not accepted. Not at CP series and everywhere, right? So if you are going to join any of the organization, then definitely you are going to deliver something to the organization. Then only you are getting the completion certificate along with the stipend, because these things are related, right? If you are if any like if you go to the market or anywhere, if you see the CP series certificate, right? Definitely you must have some trust, or you are getting the certificate. Definitely if someone is looking for your certificates for this internship, then they must have some trust, right? So this trust will come only when you are going to write something, you are going to contribute our CP secrets. Okay, so just keep in mind, you have to write the 25 plus articles with 100 plus views for every in each article. Then only you are eligible for certificate. And if you are going to write 50 plus article with 100 plus views, then you will get a stipend. Okay, the concept is very simple. It's a simple rule here. Okay, and these things already mentioned on your offer letter also. Okay, it's clear. So we are there. We are here to help you to get that the number, basically the magic number 100. So we are having Twitter account. We are having LinkedIn. Definitely you have explored these things. So we are having different Facebook groups. So where also you can post. Okay, and this is not the first case. People are working here from last 5 years. Okay, so I hope it's clear to everyone.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, please ask.
Sir, there is written plagiarism is not allowed, but if we write any algorithm, there must be some algorithm same which is already written. So is that be counted in plagiarism?
Actually, for plagiarism part, there is no any rule like currently you can see any article, it will contain the plagiarism. But we are saying that your article should not be only plagiarism, like you have to contribute yourself to. And we are aware that if we are going to write any algorithm, then it can contain some plagiarism. So it is not compulsory, like you have to if you are adding any code of that algorithm, then you have to write the code on yourself, not from copy pasting that. I hope you understand it. And for the algorithm part, and we also know that this is not going to change, so algorithm will be same.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and if you are adding some code, then you have to code on your own, not from copy pasting. Hope you have understood it.
Thank you.
Welcome. Anyone? Other question, please.
Guys, some of you have written that Sajal Tyagi, then that he has not received offer letter, right? Hello, Sajal. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So how you came to this meeting? Because before coming to this meeting, I have already sent offer letter to everyone. Because this is not the thing which we are doing manually. We are having software for this. So who is generating the offer letter? So we already sent offer letter to everyone. Okay, and then only that mail has been shared to all of you, which is having the document information, basically the Excel sheet information. Okay, so uh, because that Excel sheet is definitely it's a public one. I don't know. You have it's quite strange to me that why people are still saying that they have not joined. No, they didn't get offer letter till now. So everyone got the offer letter, right?
Okay, guys, if you have not received the offer letter, you have to DM me on WhatsApp. I will check your details if the offer letter has been sent or not. You can check in the spam folder also. And if you have not received, you have to DM me on WhatsApp, and I will make sure that your offer letter will be issued soon. Is it clear now?
Okay, sir.
Yes, Khandeval and Sejal, Sajal Tyagi. You have to DM me on WhatsApp. I will check your details from our database, and we will issue the offer letter. Okay, thank you.
Any other questions, guys?
Okay,
So,
Pragati, if you have not received yet, then as I earlier mentioned that you have to DM me on WhatsApp. You have to message me personally, and you have to send your details also, like your name and your email. I will make sure that your offer letter will be generated. And before messaging, please check the spam folder of your email. The offer letter has been sent from ID pankaj@cppsecret.com.
Sir, a small doubt.
Yes.
Sir, I got the offer letter, but it is in the spam folder. Should I need to apply for that one or no need for that?
Yes, please ask once again. Your voice is so low.
Sir, I too got the offer letter, but it is in the spam folder. Now only I have checked that I got the offer letter.
Okay.
Should I need to
So
apply for that mail?
No, it's okay,
no,
Yashwant. It's okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
actually we sent offer letter to like uh, on at once like 15 to 20 emails. So Google mark is at spam. So your offer letter is in spam folder. Okay, anyone?
but guys, there is a less chance for a spam folder because we are having collaboration with Google. Okay, so Google is marking cvsecrets.com as a valid domain. So I do not think any of your email goes to spam. Okay. So but again, you can cross check. I'm not sure because what my understanding is we are having collaboration with Google, and Google is marking CP Secrets as a one of the verified or uh, validated domain. Okay, so there is less chance, but again, you can cross check. If it is not present in the spam, then you can connect with Gorak or Isika, so they will help you to get the offer letter. And you can also watch the YouTube video which I already shared previously in this group. Okay, so because in this batch people are not asking much questions, but last batch people asked a lot of questions. So if you are having any doubt, you can watch that video, and this video also uploaded to the YouTube. Okay, so whatever if you have any confusion, you can watch this video. Okay.
Everyone who has
Sir,
not received their offer letter, please ping Gorak. He will help you out.
hello.
Yes. Yes, Zanat.
We have apart from the LinkedIn profile of CPP Secrets,
Right.
the other social medias, where can we find the links? Like
We'll
the
be sending them in the group shortly.
okay.
We have groups on Facebook. Some of them don't even need admin approval, so you can post your links over there freely.
Okay, in the slides you have shown there was internships regarding other than Python and C++.
That's right.
Can we do that like after the 2 month, or like we can do that along
You
in
can
the
do
group?
After
along with
af-
as well as
after
after 2 months.
after 2 months.
Okay, sir.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I'm selected for Python internship, Python development. So, can I also contribute articles related to data science and machine learning as well, or like articles regarding C++,
Yes, you
or do
can.
I have to stick Python articles only?
Yes, you can contribute articles in other domains as well. We'll be providing a few topics for machine learning and data science as well, or you can choose your own topics.
Okay, ma'am.
One thing you have to keep remember, like if you are writing any article related to data science, then if you are choosing any library, so you have to complete that library. You have to not just write the introduction part of that article, like library, and jump to another library. So please don't do this, because if you are picking any library, then please fully complete it, so we can all have all the details of that library.
I'm demonstrating, for example, if I'm building studying
Actually,
for
your
car
voice is not
detection.
clear.
Am I audible now? Hello.
Yes, 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 please tell.
Suppose I'm
Uh,
building-
Risha, your voice is breaking. Could you possibly write your doubt in the chat box?
Oh, I have one doubt.
Yes.
Do we need to get an article checked before posting every time?
No, you do not have to get them checked before posting. You can post your links in the group and we will keep a watch on them. If we think that you need some editing, then we'll let you know.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
So the one that asks that if we can write other than our domain, like I have got in C++. So if I write like one library, I complete it, as Gorak sir said. Then if I want to write somewhere else, so will that be counted in the total 25 or 25 plus article? Like, or do I have to write 25 plus in the C++ only?
No, it will be counted overall if you are writing in different domain, and it will also be counted.
Okay, thank you.
Guys, one thing which I want to say here, to increase the views of your article, you just have go with the trusted sources. So either you have to go through the social media, WhatsApp. Do not use any proxy website, okay? Because you are having tightly collaboration with Google, okay? So if you even try, right, to approach any of the proxy website, like any of the proxy website, to get the more number of views on your article, then Google will immediately capture it and send that information to us. So in this case, if any one of you is going to do this, then we can easily figure out. Okay, so it's better to go with the trusted source only.
Okay, guys, any other questions anyone have? Please ask.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, sir. In offer letter that mention Python-based project. We need to develop Python-based project, right?
Yes.
In that project, you will provide project to us or choose itself.
Yeah, we will provide some projects like this is not the project is not compulsory. If you want to, as Isika explained earlier, if you want to get the letter of recommendation from us, then you have to complete minimum 2 project with satisfactory option. And for getting the certificate, you only have to write 25 plus article with 100 views on each article.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, welcome.
We will be sharing the details about projects in probably a few days, within a week or two.
And we will make sure that you start on the project after completing your writing part, because we writing articles is the most preferred option. So after you have completed your writing part, you can move to the project option.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
In order to get an internship certificate, we have to work for 2 months.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyone else with any doubts?
Yes, articles will be given to us by you, or we have to choose or write on our own.
There are both ways possible. We'll be providing you a few topics. You can write on them, or you can write on your own chosen topic. But please make sure that you don't have repeated articles. So if there is a topic already existing on our CPP secrets, please don't pick that topic.
Gorak,
Unless you
just
have a different approach. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Gorak, just open the Excel sheet and show how they can proceed. Okay, with the library name is there and how they are going to fill their name in assignee column.
Yes, sir. I will send the link of the Excel sheet. Currently, it is not added in the official Excel sheet. I will add after meeting, and I will send the link. And in the Excel sheet shared to you, you have to choose, like if you have to choose between different libraries, and you can choose only one library at a time. Like and there will be a column of assignee name in which you are going to write your name if you are going to write that library. Like if there is a library name mentioned, numpy or a random module, then if you are going to write on random module, then you have to write your name on the assignee column of that module. And if you are picking one library, then after completing that library, you can only move on to next library. You cannot pick 2 library at once. So please make sure that this rule will be followed. And the details of the Excel sheet will be shared shortly. Any other question? Anyone?
How many works we need to work, so?
Yes.
How
Once
many
again.
hours? How many hours we need to work in a day, so?
There is no any like you can freely work any time, and minimum you can give, like you have to complete 25 as you know that you have to complete 25 plus articles, and the duration is of 2 months. So if you are going to write the articles on in the first month, then in the second month duration you can do the projects also, and you can get a letter of recommendation from us. And if your aim is only writing the articles, then you can have approx 60 days to complete the articles. But like you also have to get the 100 views also. So you can write 1 or 2 articles within a span of 2 or 3 days. it is up to you which option you are going to choose. So there is no time foundation like you have to work 7 hour on a one day. This is not the foundation at CPP Secret. You can work freely anytime, whatever the time is convenient to you. Hope you understand it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Anyone, if you have any question?
Sir,
Yes.
so while writing a program, is it necessary for like NumPy?
Like you are asking that if you are writing any, like if you are writing any article, then writing the program is compulsory or not. Like for example, writing the code is Yashwant, your voice is not audible.
So is it audible now?
Actually, I am not able to hear your voice.
Sir, now is it audible?
Yeah, it is audible.
Yes, sir. The same doubt.
Yeah, then you have to add the code part, and you have to also add the output of the code also. And it is mandatory, if your article contains the code, then you have to add it as well. And you have to use the code formatter also, like for the prettifying the code, please don't put the code as a plain text, because as a developer you also do not prefer the code to be in plain text. If you are going to see any article, or if you are visiting any website, and if there is any code, then you also prefer that code is in colored option, then it will be like more readable.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Gorak, if you don't mind, can you show them how to search on CPP Secrets?
Okay, I'm sharing my screen.
It's already shared.
Okay, so you have to go on the login page. Here it is the search button, and if you are searching for any library or any article, like list in Python, so you have to write your search keyword, and you have to choose Python, in which category your search is preferable. Then you have to click on search option. Here you can see different options there, like currently it is not covered, list is not covered on CPP Secret, I think.
Uh,
So this
try
is the
entering
way you
only
have to.
list. Try entering only list.
Yes, it is now as well. So you have to enter the keyword you are going to search, and you have to choose the category of your keyword. Like here, as I have shown that I have searched the list, and I have selected the category Python, and you have
Okay, Gorak, just one thing. You can
yes.
also say all the interns that how they need to search CP secrets article on Google. Okay, so like whatever article they want to search on Google, CP secrets, how they need to write the article, and they have to write CP secrets in the last. Okay, that
Okay,
also you can search.
like if you are going to search for any article, like you are going to use a random function to generate a random number, then if you want to the article from Google, then you have to search like generate random number CPP Secret. you have to add this CPP secret word at the last of your keyword, and it will show the article from cppsecret.com. You can see here. Yes, this is the program to generate the random number. And if you are using this, you can also rank your article on the Google by using this method. If you search anything on the Google, just place the word CPP secret in the last of the searching. So if you are writing on a particular library, and if you want to see the ranking of your library, then you have to write your library name and place CPP secret at the last, so it will show the ranking of your article. Okay, anyone, any other question?
So would you please give me the demo to writing an article in C++ language, because
Okay.
I have shown in Python only.
Okay, I'm showing it. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
So after you have login, you have to go to add article page, and if you are going to write article in C++, then you have to add first C++ keyword. Then you have to add the library in which you are going to write. If you are going to write in STL, then you have to add STL. Then you have to add the function name of that library. Which function you are going to write here, you have to put the name of that library, sorry, that function. And here you have to choose article category as C++, and all the rest of the things is as the same as I described in Python. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Then C++ algorithm.
Actually,
It
C++.
works the same way.
Yes. Like C++ have different parts, and C++ algorithm have only algorithm parts. So you have to choose C++ only.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone, if you have any question, then please ask. Okay, guys, thank you for attending. If you do not have any question, you can leave as well. And if you have any question, please, you can ask your doubt on the WhatsApp group also. So if you do not have any question,
Hello.
Pankaj sir can leave. Hello, Pankaj sir.
He has
Hello.
already left. He had some other work.
Okay. Yes, please ask.
Actually, as you mentioned that we have to write 20 plus 25 plus article or 50 plus article and 2 project. So okay, it's my job that I will do it. But the second thing you mentioned that on each article we must have 100 plus view. I think it's quite difficult. It's not my job. It's depends on public that they will visit or not. So if my some article not get the required view, so what will be your comment on this point?
Actually, I have explained about this earlier in the starting of the meeting. Like if you want to get the views on your article, you have to share definitely on the different social media, because we have this criteria, not from this internship. We have this criteria from as long as CPP secret is operationable. So if you want to get the view, you have to share your article on different social media. You have to share article on your college WhatsApp group, Like if you are writing something good, then people will definitely see it. And
And
here, yes,
don't worry, because it rarely happens that someone doesn't qualify the views part. Most of the time, every article does receive at least 100 views. So it won't be a big deal. It will be okay. And if at last, if you don't have enough views, we will help you out. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so if anyone else doesn't have any doubt, you can all leave the meeting. We are ending the meeting now. Thank you very much. Thank you for attending.
thank you everyone.